Alright, if you don't like updates that much, or you have a particular part of my update that you want to see, there'll be links in the description explaining. There'll be links in the description to unlisted videos of those vids. I'll let you go into the description and click whichever one you want. I'm waiting. Okay, that's enough time. Okay, for AKF Insanity of Kale and Friends. The next episode is coming soon, kinda. I haven't started production on it or anything. I only have a script for it. In fact, I wrote the script before I even wrote the one for the last episode. Also, the shorts are not official episodes. They're just a little stuff I throw together. Next. I'm going to try to get some pieces to make some mocks. That way I don't have to just... It's not going to be me and Kale just talking to each other. I mean, that's dumb. Whoever heard that? Oh yeah, I did it. And it's dumb. It's not that funny. Alright, that's the end of the Insanity of Kale and Friends. It's part of the update. Let's move on. Alright, RWBY update. Now, this is, from here on out, it's just updates on what I think is important. Social media and all that. Please be aware that there are spoilers to this week's episode. Now, the obvious happened. We found out Penny was a robot. That's obvious. We all knew it from the very moment we saw her when Weiss accidentally tackled her. And 1,000,000 fanfictions were written. Actually, no, I don't... I may have to look that up, actually. Also, Weiss has a sister whose name is Winter, which is okay, I guess, but this news really sucks. Because I came up with a character named Winter for RWBY, and her name's Winter, and her last name is Belladonna. I made up a character who's Blake's sister and is named Winter. What was wrong with me? Why? You know, this is why I'm not making characters for... This is why I'm not making original characters or whatever for RWBY. I'm making my own settings. Oh, by the way, does anyone want to go on the wiki and fix all of this? Make everything straight? Talk about it all? You know? Ah well. This is the end of the RWBY update. Let's move on. Okay, this is a very special update about what's going on in my life personally. Well, kind of. Now, when I wrote down stuff to talk about, I have it right here. And you can see it in sunlight. I wrote it down as I Can Hasbroni. Which basically means that I now watch My Little Pony Friendship is Magical. Which I'm not ready to tell my family. The fact that I'm telling it to complete strangers is kind of weird. But I know my family. And I know that my sister's just gonna tease me about liking something that's girly. Kinda. Okay, I don't view it as that girl. I view it as a good peep. It's just something that made me realize what I was looking for in the story. Fun. And I don't think... And maybe my brother Grady's the best one to talk about this because he's had friends who are brownies. He doesn't talk to them, but doesn't talk directly to them anymore, but he's in correspondence with them, yes. So how many of you... So I'm watching the series, and there's some pretty... It's funny. It's funny, you know. Get serious for anyone here who doesn't mind being ridiculed for something. It's fun. Alright, that's the end of the personal update, I guess. So, let's move on. Alright, this is a bit of a interesting thing. Have you ever seen a Everything Wrong With video? Basically, it's some guy who's found some really, really hard to miss, but they get missed anyway, details about a movie, and they just drive them off the wall with them. Just something that seems out of place, or just something that you wouldn't normally pay attention to, but it makes things degrade. I'm doing that for RWBY. But I can only count so many. I can only count so many sins. So, RWBY Volume 2, I need sin counters for that. I need people to come up with the sins, send them to me. It will probably be on my references channel, which I'm thinking about renaming to Gemstone Alchemist. Because I'm a fan of Fullmetal Alchemist, which is superior to RWBY in every way, shape, and form. I don't care what you say. Fullmetal Alchemist can't be beat! But RWBY needs better writing. I mean, we all knew stuff was coming. I don't know why this isn't in the RWBY update. Why isn't it in the RWBY update? Why is it? I'm talking to no one. Well, I guess it's time to move on from this. Something interesting's for the next update. Alright. Stop motion. I'm working on that. And I made a bit of a test animation. Posted it as private. And it's 66 frames at 25 per second. I don't know if you can do that, but I did that in I don't know how long. It was just 2 seconds, just a few seconds, and it was Kale falling down. I think my next test is going to be him walking. That'll be hard. So yeah, doing my best to make this thing interesting. Alright. Next update is a bit of a social media update or whatever. Actually, not social media, a bit of a cinema update or whatever. Just something that I found that's interesting. Deadpool! There's a bit of a test footage there, and it's great. It really captures the essence of what Deadpool is, which, if you don't know, he wields katanas and is very wisecracky. He said that he wears that red and black jumpsuit so the bad guys can't to see that he's bleeding. And before jumping in on some, I don't know if they were good guys or bad guys, but I'll assume bad guys. Before jumping into a car full of bad guys, he said, "Let's hope these guys are wearing their brown pants." It's funny because he assumes that they're pooped themselves, they're crap themselves or whatever. I don't know where I was going with this, actually. Except that it'll be the best spin-off ever. at least make things a lot better, the genre. Because there have not been good spin-offs lately. I saw Elektra, hated it. Actually, I didn't hate it, I just didn't feel emotion for it at all. It was a thing. It was... Picture this. You're sleeping and You're sleeping and a ninja walks by you. It's like that. It's nothing to you. It is nothing it's nothing to look at. It's nothing. Lecture was just bad. The plot didn't know where it's going. It just looked ridiculous to me. In fact, it was ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. It was... I don't even know why it was made, actually. It had the same problems as the movie it was spin off from, Daredevil. It didn't know where it was going. At all. The plots in both movies are non-existent. Okay, maybe there's some plot in Elektra, but it's undermined from the fact that it doesn't know where it's going, actually. It's just bad. It's not the bad you get angry at, it's the bad you just get bored at. It's X-Men Origins Wolverine kind of bad. Yes. Onward! Okay, that's the end of the review. Tune in for... Actually, that's not a review, it's an update. Hopefully the next video I'll post will either not be seen by anyone, or it will be worth seeing. Let's just hope for a minute there. Well, that's all from me. Don't be the trolls, and I'll see you later, lovelies. I honestly don't know where that came from. I don't know where that catchphrase came from, so I